Alright, quick reminder before we get into the video. Use these 4 steps to get up to 25% off on all the purchases that you make in the game. Step 1 is just downloading the Apptoid app from the Google Play Store or the App Store. You can also get the APK off of online just by Googling from your web browser. But point of number 1 is just to get the Apptoid app. Then you go to step 2, which is to download the Walking Dead Survivors and Appcoins wallet from the Apptoid store. Then you move to step 3. Once you log into the Appcoins wallet, you go to the reward center in the bottom right corner. And then step 4, use the promo code in order to get an additional 5% off on top of what Apptoid gives you itself. So follow those steps and you'll be on your way to getting money back for everything that you spend. All right, now on to the video. Okay, welcome to another edition of the True Gamer Chronicles. This is a recording I did based off the money I spent in the previous video that I put up on how to save money playing this game. So what I'll talk about mostly in this is just my strategy at this point when it comes to the game. And because I'm going off the top of my head, some of the things I might change in the future, but essentially these are the core advices I live by when playing this game. So I think the best way to play the game is to max everything for whatever it is you're going to play with. So ideally you prioritize melee shooters or cavalry. I strongly recommend against prioritizing cavalry at all. So essentially you have, I don't know, it just depends on what you're going to spend, of course, in the beginning. But if you're going to invest in Ezekiel, then, I mean, the sky's the limit pretty much on what you'll accomplish. But if you know for sure you're not going to go get Ezekiel, then you're looking at the tyrants, you're looking at the family chemistry with Rick, Carl, and Andrea. You're looking at, and forgive me, I don't know some of the chemistries off the top of my head, but then you're looking at Axel, Tyree, and Maggie. Those are the top 3 chemistries in the game. So pick one of those, invest fully in obtaining them at 140 level 140. 10 star, 8 star, whatever, max star that they are. And that is where you start at, getting max level on all of the heroes in your chemistry. Once you do that, there are ways to increase your strength very fast, and there's ways that will take quite some time. And ideally, and again, I'm going off the top of my head, so it's hard to say like what is more important than the other without like sitting down and going over it. But ideally, weapons, which is what you'll see me buying here. Currently at this point in the game, I have a pretty maxed out F1, so I'm doing what I can to max out F2, and that's why I'm focusing on weapons. Weapons and vehicles are I think the best way to increase your stats the fastest. Then followed by that would be war carts, and then somewhere in there you got to incorporate dogs. And then so dogs, the speed skill on dogs gives you a great advantage, or you at least need to have that to compete with people probably at your level or my level. So max dog. So for my F2 already, I've had a max dog for a while now. My F3 almost have a max dog, and it's a level 15. Well, looks like this video is almost coming to an end. Hold on one moment. Okay, so I actually did some real-time editing as I recorded the video and extended the rest of this clip, which I think was only be like 10 or 13 more seconds, in slow-mo. So that's why things are going extremely slow now. And it gave me an extra, I don't know, 3 or 4 minutes to get my points out. So again, I think you can see here my video for my vehicle for F2 is up there. It's not exactly max, but Again, if you're trying to grow your stats or be competitive the fastest, even starting from scratch, vehicles and equipment is going to be probably top priority. Then I would say dogs and war carts would be next. Um, then after that, we can talk recruits and all the other things. But as I am focusing on getting my F2 pretty much as strong as my F1, the first thing I did, which you guys saw here, was put all the money that I spent in the previous video on weapons and buying. At this point, I'm only buying things that give me almost everything that I need to get stronger for my F2. So I don't really need things like combat medals and combat books or even stuff for dogs. So unless the thing that I'm buying pretty much has 100% of things I'm going to use, I don't buy it. And that's a pretty good strategy. Imagine just saving the money that you spend on things that give you maybe 50% of the things you need. Another good example of like stuff that gives you almost everything you need are like the packs that where you get to pick like 3 or 4 of the things, and at the end they want to give you like vegetables and fruit or things like that in order to round out the thing. So they incorporate how much value that they're providing by giving like speed ups or something at the end when you may not really even need them. So again, I try to prioritize things that give me pretty much somewhere between, I don't know, 80, 90% or 100% of the things I'm looking for. Right now, I'm really just choosing like 100%. But yeah, the main thing is in the beginning, especially in the beginning or whenever you're trying to level up, focus on your equipment and your vehicle. It should be super easy. It's easier, I would say, to do those two things because they usually don't incorporate having to have a bunch of pieces to go up one level. And then my overall strategy on leveling up is trying to go up in levels of 5. If I had the option between choosing to utilize materials to go up to one level, so like for weapons, I could be at level 119 and use resources to get up to level 120, or I could be at 119 and then I use those resources usually to boost up everything. So I usually go up by levels of 5. So if I have 3 things that need upgrading in regards to vehicle, I go up by levels of 5 until I get to near max, and then I max out near max when everything else is pretty much to near max. So this video is wrapping it up. I won't extend it again because it's already 8 minutes and I know people have short attention spans. But if you want any more advice or guidance, just keep following along, and I'm definitely going to be dropping knowledge all throughout the videos I post. So it's been real, and I will talk to you guys next time. Like and subscribe. Talk to you later. Peace.